Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I have missed you guys so much, but let's get today's video started. So today we have an event and we are going to the Young Miko McDonald's collaboration and I'm super excited. I kind of found out about this a little bit last minute, so I wasn't too sure on an outfit, but I know I wanted to do something cute, something cool to see Young Miko. Apparently she's going to be performing, so I'm really excited about that. And for today's look, I'm not going to do anything too crazy. I kind of just wanted to stick to my regular base look, and then I wanted to add some pop to my shadow, but nothing crazy. So I ended up just doing my eyebrows first, and I'm really getting these babies down with the Anastasia Brow Freeze. I recently just repurchased this because I felt like this is the only thing that really works on my brows like really well to help them stick down. And I am going to carve these out with my Hourglass concealer. I'm going underneath directly, and I'm gonna basically hide the rest of the tail that I have microbladed. I don't know if it's just me, but I have not been liking the shape of my eyebrows as of late, and I don't know if I'm just going through a phase or what it is, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to draw on a different shape and go a different route compared to what my usual brow looks like. I'm going to be taking the rest of the product and I'm going to be blending it into the rest of my eyelid and my crease because I'm going to use this as a base for my eyeshadow. This is the Makeup by Morphe times Ariel brushes. I love these brushes, but they're so crusty. Like the paint on the brushes basically kind of just rubbed off when I washed them, and they look so ugly now. But I have this little fluffy brush that I got sent to me. I'm going to link the website for the actual company, but yeah, next we're going into primer, which I know is kind of crazy. I don't really use any primer, but today I decided we were going to. This is the Glowish Silky Smooth Primer from Huda Beauty, and you guys know I love her. We are Huda Beauty stans over here, and honestly it felt really smooth on my skin. I think it might be like a silicone consistency, but it worked really well with my skin, and I'm excited to see how it kind of plays part in my makeup routine for the day and to see how long my makeup lasts. And then for my eyebrows, I kind of just fix the tail a little bit, fill them in a little bit more with Benefit 2-in-1 brow. I think it's just like a regular brow pencil. And now I'm going to be doing some powder. This is a translucent powder from Huda Beauty, and I'm just going to be adding it onto my lids to kind of set that. This is my favorite part. Okay guys, do not mind this crusty eyeshadow palette, but this is my Mario palette. You know, she's been with me from the very start and we love her, we stan her. I'm going to be taking those two brown tones and I'm going to be mixing them on this fluffy brush from the Makeup by Ariel collection, and I'm basically just going to put this all over my lid and go into my crease because I want it to kind of blend seamlessly with the rest of my foundation, kind of keep a monochromatic look. And then I'm going to go into these little darker shades, and I'm going to go into a cooler tone to kind of give a more like smoky effect, but I still want to keep it as, I guess, neutral as looking as possible. I don't want to put any blacks in here, so I'm keeping it like a dark cool brown as opposed to the more orangey brown that I had originally put in. And I'm just blending this out softly. I don't really do shadow that much, but I'm gonna start doing it more often. And then I'm gonna go in with my liner. So for liner, I decided I was going to do a like black shadow as opposed to doing like my usual Kat Von D liner, and I actually really like this look a lot better because it's a little more on the smoky side. It looks a little bit softer as well, and I just dragged that out. Now we're going into foundation. I'm using the Born This Way Too Faced foundation. This is in the shade Sand Beige, I believe, and y'all, I know foundations for me are really hard to kind of like match because I just recently found out that I have an olive skin tone, so I don't know, my undertones are a little bit tricky to get, but this is the closest thing that I have. If you guys have any foundation recommendations for someone with an olive skin tone, please send them my way urgently because not matching sucks. I'm going to take this Hourglass concealer and this is in the shade Sienna, and I'm just going to do my usual contour and highlighting routine. So I'm going to go under my eyes, above the brow, along the lines of my nose, underneath my chin, a little bit under my nose because I do get some redness there as of recent, and underneath my cheekbones. Guys, I will say I really thoroughly enjoy the Born This Way foundation because it still kind of shows a little bit of my freckles, so it looks a little natural. I don't know, I just really like it. And as you guys saw, I added the Huda Beauty contour stick. This is in the shade Cappuccino, and I basically just blend everything in with a brush. I've been loving blending in with brushes and then kind of finishing off with a beauty blender, but this is my fave process. So I basically do the contour first, and then I go in with this little flat brush and I blend in the concealer. Y'all, look how seamless and just beautifully this concealer blends. I know a lot of people weren't the biggest fans of it, but this Hourglass concealer, honestly, this might be the holy grail for the rest of my life. It just sits so beautifully on my skin. It looks so hydrating on me. If you guys don't know, I went to Karen's Nike 5K run, and I had a little bit of concealer on because I looked a little scary from the night before, and y'all, I ran with this concealer and it did not come off, and I was sweating. So after I blend this, I like to go back in with my same bronzer brush, and I like to blend it out so that there's like no crazy lines. And then I'm adding the NARS Orgasm liquid blush. I know some of you were saying that it was discontinued, but I believe somebody said that they just changed the formula. And y'all, I'm setting my under eyes first with a face powder from Huda Beauty, and I'm adding a loose setting powder from Huda Beauty as well on top of it. So the one that I added underneath is like the bacon set one, I think it's called, and I added the pink shade. And then on top of that, I'm adding the pound cake translucent one on top of that, just to like bake the rest of my face. But I set everything with the finishing, or what is it? I think it's like a finishing powder, setting powder. I think that's what it's called, with the setting powder. I'm gonna add some up here onto my forehead because these are technically the areas where I get a little bit shiny. And as for my contour area, I like to add the Charlotte Tilbury. I believe this is the shade 3. I don't know. It's so old and worn. I can't even tell what shade it is. But I go over all of the bronzer with this one to kind of just make it a little more subtle. And then I go in with Fenty Beauty's Beijing Gal bronzer, and I bronze up the rest of my face. I kind of blow this one out a little bit more, so I'm not too precise on how I add it. And with the same bronzer from Fenty, I'm going to be doing my nose contour. This is my all-time favorite way to kind of give myself a little bit of a button nose. I like to just do a little bit underneath and then at the very top to give myself like a button. And I wipe that off because sometimes, ooh girl, it's a little too harsh. But I'm going to wipe off the under eye as well and make sure that everything is blended seamlessly. Oh, the saddest news ever with this blush, but I refuse to let it go. This is the Patrick Ta blush in the shade She's a Doll, but I just recently got a new one and I cannot wait to show you guys on here. It's a corally tone, but this is like the one closest to the Dior color. It's like a very bright pink. Although it looks really good on me, I really like it. I've learned that coral tones are more of my vibe, and I think I'm going to start incorporating those tones more for the summer. And for my lashes, I had a little bit of mascara left over, but don't mind me. I'm going to use these Tweezerman lash curlers, and I'm going to be adding the Huda Beauty One Coat Wow. Guys, this mascara, bomb skis. It is literally so good. I wear this when I go to my workouts, and it does not come off. It just, I don't know, it makes my lashes look so good. Y'all, I'm so messy with this. I swear, you guys can see all the little like spots. And I went ahead and I put them at the bottom. And now we're just going to set my face. And we're going to move on to the lips, which is my favorite. I'm going to be using my usual lip combo. Oh, but first, sorry y'all, I'm going to be adding a little bit of highlight onto my nose. Just in the little spot in the very tip to highlight just the tip only. And then we're going to go onto the cheek. Add this there, and it just gives me a little bit more of a glowy look. And my favorite thing, you guys know I love adding freckles, but I love adding freckles now with this little pen. It just makes my skin look so cute. I don't know, something about freckles is really cute. I wish I had more. You guys have seen my face. I have a lot of little like lunares all over my face, but I hate when they kind of hide with the makeup, so I like to add these back on. But I'm taking the Makeup Forever 608 Limitless Brown liner, and I'm just going to outline my lips. And then on top of that, I am going to add in MAC's, I believe it's like the matte suede lipsticks. These are a little more on the brand new side, and it's going to be the shade Kinda Sexy. Love this lip combination. I think it's so good. I am obsessed with MAC lip products. Honestly, they always hit. And I'm going to take some concealer and clean up the lines a little bit so it doesn't look too messy, because sometimes I just be looking crazy. Like sometimes I don't even care to fix this, and I look at pictures and I'm like, damn, I should have done it. And then I'm just gonna add a little clear gloss on top. Anyone works. Mine's just really dirty, and I basically use this to blend the lipstick into the liner. This kind of takes a little bit of some, guys, I can't talk. This takes a little while. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, but that's pretty much it, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye guys, love you.